Good day, everyone. This is Group 1's project presentation. These are the contents of our presentation. And here are our group members. We have Boo Jenica, Kasilaw Arvin Jan, Candor Alexa Jane, and Cruzada Maxine.
Good day everyone! For our final project, we chose to address a common problem experienced by many students and teachers at Batangas State University, which is the lack of centralized access to class notes and learning materials. In many classes, learning materials such as lecture notes, presentation slides, PDF files, and other resources are shared through different platforms like Messenger group chats, Facebook groups, Google Drive links, and email attachments. Because of this, students often struggle to keep track of their learning materials, especially when files get buried in long message threads or when links expire. This situation becomes more challenging during important academic periods such as midterms and final examinations, where quick access to review materials is essential. Students who are absent may also find it difficult to obtain copies of missed lessons. At the same time, teachers are required to resend the same materials multiple times upon student request, which adds to their workload. Overall, the lack of centralized access system results in a confusion, inefficiency, and delays in the learning process. And to address the problem, our proposed solution is a single centralized web page where teachers can upload all the subject-related learning materials such as presentation slides, PDF files, videos, and worksheets. These materials are organized by subject and grade level to ensure proper structure and easy navigation. Through this web page, students will be able to log in anytime to review, preview, or download the learning materials they need. The platform will also include organized categories and basic search filters to help students quickly locate specific files, especially during exam periods. By using this centralized approach, the system aims to reduce repeated file sharing, ensure better security of learning materials, and make the learning process more efficient and accessible for both students and teachers.
Good day, everyone. Today I would like to introduce the Learning Hub solution, a system designed to address one common problem faced both by students and teachers: the scattered search for class materials. In many learning environments, educational resources are spread across different platforms such as messaging apps, emails, flash drives, and personal folders. This often leads to confusion, loss of files, and wasted time searching for the right material. The Learning Hub provides a centralized repository where learning materials are organized by subjects and made easily accessible. Teachers can upload, manage, and track learning resources, while students can quickly search, view, and download materials in one secure system. By bringing everything into the one platform, the Learning Hub improves accessibility, organization, and efficiency. It ensures the learning materials are always available, properly managed, and easy to find, ending the scattered search for allowing users to focus more on learning rather than searching.
In today's academic environment, technology plays a vital role in how students access learning materials and manage their studies. But this shift has often resulted in learning materials being scattered across various platforms. At Batangas State University, many students have trouble locating important academic materials due to the absence of centralized system for storage and access, especially during crucial academic periods such as midterm and final examinations. To address this concern, the project entitled The Learning Hub Solution, Ending the Scattered Search for Class Materials, was developed, introducing a centralized learning materials repository designed to serve as a single access point for all student-related academic resources.
Let us now proceed to the statement of the problem. This project focuses on a common problem faced by students at Batangas State University: the difficulty in managing and accessing learning materials that are scattered across different platforms. Important files like lecture notes, slides, PDFs, videos, and worksheets are often hard to find, especially during crucial periods, such as midterm and final examination. This issue affects not only students but also teachers, who frequently need to resend the same materials, adding to their workload. Without a centralized system, studying becomes inefficient and the learning process slowdowns. With this in mind, the project seeks to answer these three key questions.
The proposed system is expected to benefit different members of Batangas State University community. First is for the students. The centralized web page will make it easier to access learning materials anytime and anywhere. Instead of searching through multiple platforms, students can simply log in and find all subject-related files in one organized location, helping them save time and focus more on studying. Next is for the teachers. The platform will help reduce repetitive file sharing since materials only need to be uploaded once. This allows instructors to manage learning resources more efficiently while ensuring that all students have equal access to updated materials. And lastly, for the university, the system supports a more organized and efficient learning environment. By centralizing academic resources, the institution can improve information management, promote consistency in material distribution, and enhance the overall teaching and learning experience.
This pseudocode represents a learning materials repository system. When the program starts, it prepares the environment by creating an uploads folder and initializing the database with users, subjects, and materials. The system then runs continuously, allowing the users to log in or exit the program after successful login. The user is identified as either a teacher or a student, and the system displays the appropriate menu. Tutors can view and search materials, upload new learning resources or materials, download files, and view system statistics. Students, on the other hand, can browse, search, and download learning materials with their downloads being tracked. Each user stays in their menu until they choose to log out, after which the system returns to the login screen. This loop ensures the continuous access until the program is exited.
And now on to the flowchart. This flowchart shows how a login-based system works. The system starts, asks the user to log in, and checks their username and password. If the login fails, it shows an error. If it succeeds, the system identifies whether the user is a student or a teacher, shows the appropriate menu, lets them perform actions, and allows them to log out or exit.
Here guys, I'm going to demonstrate on how our program works. First, here's the login panel, which here's the available users, the teacher, and students. First, we're going to try the teachers. Here's the dashboard for our teachers. We can also, the choices are browse all materials, search materials, upload new materials, download materials, view repository stats, and log out. Here, for example, if we want to view all the materials we uploaded, just press 1. And if we cannot find the materials that we uploaded or we want to find two, we can also search for it. And 3 and 4, basically we can upload and download our files, and view repository stat means we can view how many of our files have been uploaded, and we can also log out and check the others accounts that we can use. For example, we're going to use the upload function. Just press T, then enter title, anything you want. Just for example, math, kind of subject do you have. And here you can also enter your description. It's optional. It's whether if you want to give a notes to your students on how they are going to read or study the topic that you want to upload. For example, the materials that you are going to teach to them on the next topic. Just press enter. Next, here we're going to choose the available subject. We have English, History, Mathematics, Programming, and Science. Now we just put our title is Math, so we're going to choose the Mathematics. Press number 1. Now here we can just paste our file. enter. Now it's uploaded successfully. Then let's press enter again. Here we go back to our teacher's dashboard. Now we can all browse all the materials we have uploaded. Press 1 and there you see we already have put our available materials, and you can also use the view repository. Total of materials that we have uploaded, total of users that currently using the website or the program, and the total subjects that we can have. Now, let's test the other functions. Here, press the material ID, which is 1. And now, there you have it. We have downloaded the PDF file and saved it. Download complete. And then, press enter to continue and search for another things we have to do. And also, we cannot forget about the logout option. There you have it.
At this point, we present the results of Learning Materials Repository System. As shown in the program output, the system begins with a secure login screen that requires valid credentials. Once logged in, users are directed to a dashboard based on their role as either a teacher or a student, where different menu options are displayed. Students can browse, search, and download available learning materials, while teachers are given additional access to upload new files by selecting the subject and entering the required materials details. The system also detects invalid inputs and provides confirmation or error messages to ensure accurate data processing. Overall, the console-based output demonstrates that our system effectively manages learning materials, improves organization, and support efficient access to both students and teachers.